Nothing changes. Just my position on the floor changes. That's all.
In this game tonight, what looks were they giving you, and what were you trying to get accomplished?
I was just trying to keep us in it a little bit, until we start making some shots. They were doubling early and just weren't making anything. Wes was able to make a couple big ones. Booz made a couple. Jay Hill made a couple, and was able to soften up the defense for me.
I know you alluded to this when you walked off the floor, Kobe, but we're going to talk obviously a lot about when you get to that point of passing Jordan 31 points. How would you summarize what that means to you specifically with just how you've had parts of your game after Jordan and learned parts of it in addition to other players?
Yeah, I mean it's a great honor, man. I've learned so much. I've said that before. I think we all know that, and not only from him but other great two guards like Clyde Drexler and great point guards like Stockton and. When I first came in the league, Gary Payton, these guys were still playing, and I had the opportunity to play against them and see firsthand everything that I kind of watched growing up, and so I was able to learn so much from these guys.
Does your body feel like that many points?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. At halftime, I just laid down. And just try to mentally put myself in a place where I just block it out and come out and play. So that the appreciation for myself for moving in the third is all in the body. It's all in the soreness that I have right now. That's all the journey.
Well, you had legs in that fourth quarter, but how do you start to think about if you're this sore now, how you get through the full season?
I don't know. You just take it day to day. Just take it day to day. You take it day to day, and continue to do the therapy, continue to stretch, and get out there and try to perform.
You think you'll hear anything from MJ when you're actually passing? Text, call? Do you guys communicate at that
Yeah,
level?
we actually communicate pretty often, actually, just in general.
Is all the talk about passing him, is it a distraction at all? Or is it kind of one of the things where it'll be nice to have it behind you since we won't be asking you about it?
No, it's not. It's fine. it's not like a distraction or anything. It's not like it's. I don't know. It's coming, right? It's not like it's going to happen or not, sort of thing. So I just take it all in stride.
Hey, Kobe, when you look at the younger generation of players after you, are there particular players that come to mind that remind you of just how you approach the game? Not necessarily skill set, just moves, work ethic, etc.
A lot of this younger generation have a similar work ethic. They're always in the gym. They're gym rats. I know Durant is from having spent time with them USA Basketball, and he's always in the gym early, stays late, works on his game. LeBron works on his game a lot. James Harden works on his game. Kyrie, Russell, and these guys. They all spend a lot of time. As far as demeanor, Russell's probably the closest one to me in terms of, playing with that chip on your shoulder.
Well, since I'm one of the only guys left that remembers your dad as a player, I'm curious how much he's talked to you about this stage of the career and how the body has to react in different ways.
That, unfortunately, we don't talk much. Maybe down the road that relationship would be better, but right now it's not much of one.
And as Kobe, getting to this game, you're down by 8 points, 6 minutes to go. Why did you guys win this one? What did you guys do to turn things around?
We were very, very active defensively. We were very active and got some big steals, got some easy runouts, and we made timely shots. Wes made a really big three, and Jordan made an incredible catch and finish at the rim. And Boozer had active hands on the pick and roll that got us going. So, I think it was our energy defensively that kind of carried us through to the offensive side.
Bryant's been searching for that combination where you get enough defense and enough offense. That's kind of been the struggle, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been a struggle. I know he's trying to figure out the lineups that best work and where the move guys, when to put them in, when to take them out, sort of thing. And it's just it's a puzzle. It's a never evolving one.
Step towards maybe a solution to that puzzle tonight, a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. It's going to constantly evolve, right? And until we really cement, what our identity is.
How did the shirt, the Can't Breathe thing come together? Were you a part of that, or What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, I think it's us supporting that movement and supporting each other as well as athletes, and it's. I think the beauty of our country lies in its democracy, and I think if we ever lose the courage to be able to speak up for things that we believe in, I think we really lose the value that our country stands for. And so, it's important that we have our opinions. It's important that we stand up for what we believe in, and we all don't have to agree with it, and that's completely fine. That's what makes us a beautiful country.
You said you don't like to wade in on these things until you've had a chance to study and learn and know what you're talking about. What conclusions did you draw just from what you've researched?
No, I mean, I didn't have to research and study too much to look at the video. Pretty self-explanatory.
Cool. Talk about the energy in the building tonight. It seemed a little bit like the way it has been throughout the years, especially towards the end. Did you feel that though? Seriously, I mean, the crowd seemed to be into it in the last couple of minutes, big time. How much does that help you guys?
Man, I think we've forgotten what it was really like years ago because it hasn't been that way for a very long time. Yeah, maybe. For this, I don't think any at all. Actually, I think I think it would be a serious disservice to limit this to a race issue. It's a justice issue.
It also feels like something that there are a lot of different things that people can politicize, but this one feels particularly.
Well, I mean, you're kind of seeing a tipping point right now in terms of these social issues that go. I mean, it's become at the forefront now as opposed to just being a local issue. I mean, it's really been something that's carried over now and spilled into mainstream. And so when you turn on the TV and you watch the news or you follow things on social media, you don't just see African Americans that are out there protesting. I mean, it's not something that you just see in the United States of America. It's become a global thing. It's become a thing where people are really standing up for their rights and really questioning the justice system and questioning the process of the legal system and those who have authority and whether or not they're abusing authority and what's the threshold to use deadly force and so forth and so on. But that's what our nation is founded on, man. We have the ability to question these things in a peaceful fashion. And that's what makes us a great country. Is we have the ability to voice up, we have the platform to speak up, and we have the platform to affect change. So.
Kobe, Magic made some pretty strong comments you may or may not have heard today about how the Lakers are going to lose. He wants them to lose a lot of games because they could potentially have a higher draft pick. Does it surprise you when you hear somebody who has such weight with this franchise, with the fans, just to say something like that?
No, I mean, he's used to being an owner. He's an owner of the Dodgers. He was an owner of the Lakers. I mean, that's speaking from an owner's perspective.
Is there any worry that speaking like that, because the fans do listen a lot to what he has to say, could, institute any type of losing culture when you guys are trying so hard to build a winning one?
No. You have to. I think the fans are hopefully, some of them are probably smart enough to understand his perspective, as an owner, and I certainly am. Magic's one of the most competitive players of all time. He doesn't want to lose. Right? From an owner's perspective, his opinion is to get top picks and to be able to use those as leverage to trade and get a competitive team and so on and so on. From where I'm sitting, I just look at his point of view. That's all.
Do you think that system should be changed, or just in terms of losing teams having strong?
Man, I don't see teams tanking, man. It's just it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. I mean, it's maybe there's certain teams in the league. This is not one of them. Maybe there's certain teams in the league where ownership sits up there in their office and they're crossing their fingers quietly and hoping that But the players themselves never.
They come down to talent pretty much for the most part.
Players play, and players play, and players try to win every single game. That's just what we do.
The last time the Spurs were here, you weren't feeling well, didn't have that good of a night offensively. Do you go into this next game thinking about that, getting a chance to pass Jordan against them?
No, I'm looking forward to competing. I enjoy competing against him. I've always loved playing against him and Pop and Tony and Manu and those guys. And I'm certainly looking forward to going down to San Antonio and taking on that challenge.
Thanks,
You got it.